Brilliance Audio presents How to Tempt an Earl by Gabrielle, performed by Hannah Martin. She gave him a hostile glare, not substantial enough to consider such an ungentlemanly offer.
Kisses, then. 1 kiss for every £100 that's owed to me.
It was an outrageous proposition, but he had the urge to provoke her, to see her reaction. Her eyes widened in astonishment. "Your arrogance is astounding. You cannot know the amount without knowing my father's name."
"Then tell me."
"It is of no consequence now." She angled her head to regard him. "You do not strike me as a man who would be satisfied with a simple kiss."
"You're right. They won't be simple pecks, but true kisses. Lingering ones, and as long as I deem necessary to satisfy the debt."
Her flush spread lower on her neck, and he wondered how far down it would go. He could make out the slope of her breasts beneath her cloak. He should have insisted she remove the garment. "I see now this was a mistake. There is no point in bargaining with the devil. Good evening." She turned and headed for the door. He went to the window and watched as she hurried past the gaming tables and made for the entrance where his doorman stood. A part of him wanted to chase her, drag her back to his lair.
Ridiculous.
He avoided her sort. He preferred lusty and voluptuous actresses or widows, the sorts of ladies of the night who frequently flocked to his club and made their interest known. Women who knew what he expected, wanted pleasures of the flesh in return, and never placed demands upon him. He never entertained ladies from proper society, no matter how many seductive looks and blatant propositions he received. It made no difference that at one time he'd belonged in her world. He'd left long, long ago. He went to a sideboard and poured himself a whiskey. He sipped the fine alcohol, mulling over the lady's visit. Her request to refuse her father admittance into his club was foolish and naive. But the lady's second request to pay off the debt with jewels was much more interesting. He made a mental note to find out the identity of her father. Why did she fascinate him? She was lovely, but many attractive women sought him out. Perhaps it was the combination of innocence and fire in her sapphire eyes that drew him, or her loyalty to her father. Loyalty that Ian knew firsthand was rare. He opened the door and snapped his fingers. A young boy of about 12 with a gap-toothed smile appeared in the doorway.
"Follow the lady, Soot. Tell me where she goes."
The lad nodded and scurried off. She'd return. He'd bet on it. And despite his business, Ian Swift was not a betting man.